Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, December 7th. Yes, we are into December. This is also the second Sunday of Advent. And I kind of already told you last week kind of what we're doing for these 4 Sundays of Advent. So these teaser videos are really, if you were at heard my first sermon the previous week, it's going to really give you an idea what to do. And you're going to be able to work ahead on me on this one. So what I challenged you with last week was there are 4 typical themes for the Sundays of Advent. And I said you needed to figure out those themes, figure them out in order. If you listen to my sermon, I gave you all 4 of them. So if you're, taking notes or following along or playing along at home, you got those. And I also gave in my sermon the 4 candle names in order. So just like last week, it was prophecy candle and the theme was hope. And I took my sermon and tied the whole passage verses together to cover both the idea that it was a prophecy and the idea that it covered the theme hope. So that's what you have to do for week 2. You need to, week 2 and week 3 is actually, this is basically the teaser for the next 2 weeks, is know the order of the theme, know the candle, and does the passage cover both of those? Now, for this Sunday and next Sunday, I'm going to be reading from Luke 2. So you really need to understand all of Luke chapter 2. So as you're reading through Luke chapter 2, see if it follows the theme for the second Sunday and the name of the second candle. And then in 2 weeks, for December 14th, you want to see, does it also cover the theme for the third Sunday of Advent and the third candle name? So those of you who like to work ahead, you'll be able to do both. But understanding Luke chapter 2 is really going to cover what we're going to cover these next 2 weeks, the next 2 Sundays of Advent. I don't want to really give you any more than that because I like when you guys do the work yourselves, you read the scripture yourselves, you dig in. I'm giving you something to dig in and look for, and then you can see if it covers it. And you can see if it covers it the same way as I mentioned it, or if you saw another way to tie these in, that these themes and the candle names all match. So for the next 2 Sundays, Luke chapter 2, and this coming Sunday, the second theme and the second candle name, can you find them in Luke chapter 2? And does it tie in with the prophecies of Advent and, in preparation for the Messiah and the Messiah's return? All right, until then, take care and be safe.